Wahoo, hey, welcome to the Bike Lab today. It's Learn to Ride the Bike Day. You might say, but I know how to ride a bike. I love riding my bike. I'm watching your videos because I think riding a bike is cool. Right, that's great. Except that what I've learned while I'm coaching people is that most people, and by most, I really mean most. I mean amateur racers, pro racers, recreational riders. Most people ride their bikes really inefficiently. The reason is that the body mechanics, the order in which you fire your muscles is different on a bike as compared to walking or running. We're hardwired to walk and run. And if you run or walk on the bike will go forward. It will not go forward very efficiently, but it will go forward. There's an enormous amount of advice out there talking about how you work your calves and how you work your hamstrings, and almost all of it is wrong. Because hamstrings and calves are your walking and running muscles, and they don't move your knees and subsequently your feet so that the feet will go in circles. Say, on the one hand, use your calves, use your hamstrings in this way, and then we study it and we teach people to use their calves and hamstrings in that way, and it did not increase the power, and in fact sometimes it decreases the power. And so we're going to go on site. I walk Mariko through this lesson, and I'm going to walk you through this lesson. Walk you through the body mechanics of what you do when you walk and what you do when you ride and why that needs to be different. Okay? So when you walk, you take a step forward, and that's not too different from, especially if you toe strike, not too different from being on the bike. But then as you go through that walking motion, you get to this point, still looking at the right foot, and you're pushing with your calf, and then you lift the heel with the hamstring. The hamstring's job is to lift the heel. When you're on a bike, if you lift the heel and keep the knee in the same place, nothing's going to work, right? Because it's going this way, so the knee has to go this way. So you actually need to lift the knee, not the heel. The heel comes up because you lift the knee. So people on the bike try very often to push through the calf and lift with the hamstring, and neither of those move the pedal in any way. So you're turning muscles on and not putting any power to it. And it's worse than that, because 80 to 90% of your power comes from this quad muscle right here. Okay? The calf muscle is a little thing. So big muscle, little muscle. They're trying to push all of the power of this big muscle through that little tiny muscle. Lots of energy being made by your body, and the bike doesn't go anywhere. So you got to turn that calf muscle off and lift with the hip flexor. So that means that really everything you're doing on the bike is coming from the hips and the quads, lower back. It's all coming from between here and here. And so we get on the bike and we try and do it all between here and there, the knees and the feet, and nothing works. And we're really slow and we can't figure out why. So then we start trying to use the hips, and I teach people to use the hips, and I start seeing shoulders move because we don't disassociate our hips from our shoulders. So you learn to use your hips, now the shoulders don't work. All right, so we walk through the mechanics of how it works. It's from the hip flexors and the quads and the glutes and the gluteus medius and your stabilizers muscles, but not the calves and the hamstrings. Those are not your power muscles on a bike. We went through the mechanics of why, but now how do you learn to do this? So I went through 2 different exercises with Mariko to help her learn how to use her body in the way you need to learn to use your body on the bike. And then we got on the trainer, we did a bunch of other things, and those will be videos for later. This is running, right? Yeah. My shoulders are moving, right? So do this. Now, come down, feet wider. There, that's it. Hips are now moving without the shoulders. Now the easiest way to do it is to tip this all the way over till this pins itself on the ground. Right. And then while it's there, hold me. Hold me and hold your stick. You got it? Now. And then you're actually, you were just doing it.
I was just doing it.
Yep, there it is. There it is. Don't. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
And
lean
I'm
towards
tipping
me.
and I'm tipping and
lean
I'm
towards
tipping.
me. Lean towards me.
Okay.
Lean towards me, and now make those guys go.
That's
it.
Making it
That's it. That's it.
This is like far more concentration than it should be.
Yeah. Well, you practice it, and you get there. But that's it. You're doing now. Push those knees out. Knees are caving in. There you go. There you go. All right. You got it. Fantastic. Okay, let's get off this.